Hi everyone, I've decided to tackle Kylie Coo's Junk Use It or Lose It. I think I'm on week 5. It's the decorated tin. I'm using this tin here, which I thought was a really nice shape. It's from L'Occitane. It had a candle in it, and in fact actually I went to the scrap store yesterday and picked up a sweet tin and then found this one last night in my stash and thought, right, I'm going to use this one instead. I'm using a cheap paper pack, Purple Paradise Creations. This was £1 from the pound shop, and there's some quite nice papers in this. There's a couple that aren't so inspiring, but for £1, who can complain? And I've decided to use these 4 sheets of coordinating paper here. Now, I peeled the label off the top of my tin, and luckily it was still sticky, so I stuck it down to a piece of thick paper so that I could use it as a template to draw around. And then I've cut out 2 shapes in this paper here, which I'm going to stick to the top and the bottom of the tin. So I'm just going to go off camera now and glue those down because I need to get up close and personal. Right, so my top and my bottom is glued on, and I used tacky glue, and I added some glue to the top of the tin, smeared it around with my finger, then put the paper on top, and then used a baby white just to take the excess glue away. I'm not actually going to use any paint to go around my tin because it's quite new and shiny anyway, so I'm going to keep it as it is. But I do want to add some of this decorative paper around the edge, and again I've measured the depth here and cut my paper accordingly, and then I needed a join as well, so I've tried to match it up as best as I can, and I've used some masking tape on the back just to join it, and I added glue stick as well, just so that it's nice and strong. And then so that it takes, I've added some of the red score tape to the end of my piece of paper, just so that I can really make sure that it's secured nicely in place. So let's just try and, oh gosh, I hate trying to get these off. They're really awkward, a bit of a pain. So right, okay, let's have a look at this. I'm going to start off in the center. There we go. So stick that down, and then I just need to add some more glue. So I'm going to squeeze my glue along. In fact, actually, I just want a piece of parchment paper just to smear the glue on, and I'm just going to rub it in with my fingers. I might need a bit more glue here. I don't want too much, but just make sure that you've got your glue going all the way to the edges. I need just a little bit more, and then I'm just going to go around the edge like this and sort of maneuver it around. Then this end piece here is going to need a bit of a trim. Right, so my central band is glued onto my tin now, and I trimmed the end, added a piece of score tape just so that it's secure at the start and the finish, and already that tin is transformed. It looks really pretty, and it's, you know, the papers are held nice and firmly in place. I've decided I'm going to fill my tin with some homemade coasters. And so I've taken a piece of scrap card and I've drawn around the bottom of my tin and then cut it out. But then I went in slightly, just drew just a couple of millimeters, nothing more, and went all around the edge. I've eyeballed it, I've not measured anything, and then snipped the edges just so that I've got pieces of cardboard that are small enough to actually go inside. And then I've taken a cereal box and I've drawn around, just imagine that that's the smaller template, and then I've drawn around the smaller template 4 times to create 4 coasters. I've used quite a large cereal box because I need it to be quite strong, and you know, not too flimsy. And so I ended up with 4 pieces of cereal box. I've painted 3 of them black already with Dylusions paint. Let's just finish this one off as well, if I can find the paint, that is. So I'm just grabbing some of my Dylusions. I have sanded the top of top of the cereal box on the shiny side. This side it doesn't matter, and I'm just going to show you how quick and easy it is just to use the Dylusions paint. I'm using my homemade dauber again, and it just literally takes seconds. Whoops, let me just finish that off. Now this is going to need 2 coats, so I'm just going to give that a quick dry with the heat gun. And then I'm going to pay particular attention to the edges. So I'm just going to go around the edge of the paint, just to the cardboard, just to get rid of the cardboard edge, just so that it's, you know, nice and finished. Right, so there's my coasters. And then I used the coaster to draw around the individual pieces of paper, and did exactly the same thing, just drew an inner line just so that I could trim them slightly. Then I've rounded all the edges, and I've just, as I say, just eyeballed it and done it by hand, just like that. It just gives it a nice finished edge, that's all. So I've cut a sheet for front and back. And I shall just glue these on like so that you've still got the black edge, which I think looks really pretty. So I'm going to glue these on with some Pritt Stick. I'm only going to use Pritt Stick because I'm going to go over the top of these with Mod Podge. Just to protect the top. And here we are. Here's my finished tin of coasters. So that's what it looks like on the sides and the bottom. And then I've got my coasters inside. I've propped them up with some coordinating tissue paper just because my box is quite deep. But let me just put that off to one side. And these are my pretty coasters, and I think those are gorgeous. I think this makes a lovely present. What a great stocking filler for Christmas. So I'm going to go off now and give these a coat of Mod Podge, because obviously if somebody is going to use them, we don't want coffee rings staining the pretty papers. So I'm going to give those a quick coat of Mod Podge front and back, and then that's ready to give as a gift for somebody for Christmas. Anyway, I hope you like that. I'll leave a link to Kylie's video below. I think Crystal Dragonfly, Maggie Lockley have already done theirs, so I'll leave links to their videos as well. But if you like that, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below. And take care, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.